Hello, hello. Long time no live, but we are on a roll. We'll be having a live this month. We'll be having a live next month. Hopefully more than one. Oh, excuse me, I'm sleepy. Hi, Laura. How are you? I've missed you so much. Oof. Ouch. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for coming. I know it's different being over here on YouTube. Frozen water. So we are doing the trio that was released today. I gotta double check the name. Did you guys know? I'm so bad. I'm so bad at names. Right. Okay. The colors are amazing. So to start, we have the trio, and in the trio is Cupid, Aim for the Heart, and where'd the pink go? I was just using it. While I was swatching and doing everything, I was also getting ready and cleaning my desk, so things are a little, there we go, Soulmate. Ta-da! And Soulmate is kind of a nudie pink glow. We know how we feel about glows. They make me happy. So, very excited. All right. Ugh, my poor nose. Pardon me if I sound a little nasally, whether it's, we got like a pollen bloom or something that happened because it hit like 75 for a couple of days. All right. The name of the trio is Love at First Sight. So, super cute. Hopefully I can stay on screen and the quality stays good. Let's see. All right. I had to turn myself down. I've got my chat up for now. Today I have 2 phones because I haven't returned my phone yet. I upgraded. My belated Christmas present was the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's as big as my hand. So, we're getting used to it, but I like it. Watching stuff on it is nice. How's everybody doing? How is everybody's holiday? How is everybody's new year? And are we ready for February? Oof. Sorry, Laura. Yeah, it was 75 yesterday. California has forgotten that it's winter. So, hope you guys are staying safe and warm. Do you guys have like generators and stuff to keep you guys safe? Worry about everybody. We have family in Indiana, so they are dealing with the cold too. They're older, so they pretty much don't leave the house unless somebody else has like shoveled the snow for them. So right now I'm just getting my press-on stands ready with my little museum stickies. And I've already decided what we're doing, so we're just gonna be looking at the swatches and then doing some fun nails. We're gonna do reverse chroming. Hopefully, with the rose gold I have, it looks like it's gonna go well. It looks like it'll be really pretty together. And then, yeah, that will be nice and simple. Some cute, romantic reverse chroming. And simple dipping. Cupid is such a beautiful, beautiful glitter. It makes my heart happy. I love like the little pieces. Cass did a really fabulous job. Pardon the one stand that's different. I couldn't find enough of either color. Okay, so those are prepped. Get our tips on in a minute. You have 2 generators. Or no, just 1 generator. Why did I see 2? Weird. Okay. No, that makes me happy. We need to get one. They're just so darn expensive. If we get like the rolling blackouts due to like supposed maintenance to prevent the fires that the electrical companies started. Like if you'd been properly maintaining the systems, maybe it wouldn't be a problem. All right, so we have to top coat these right now. These just have base coat, but these are the colors. Here's Cupid, beautiful with like, it's just so multi-dimensional. It's got like peachy reflect. It's got rose gold. See if I can get that up and. Nope, there we go. Then we have Aim for the Heart. There we go. Okay. Aim for the Heart is a pink base with multiple colors of shard glitters and hearts. The hearts are going to be translucent, and then you'll see them as the light hits them. There's peach, purple, green, blue. It's really a fun. They're like hidden hearts. I don't know why my phone never wants to cooperate with focusing. There we go. Really fun, really pretty. So what I did is I did pour over for 2 layers, and then I went in and I fished out the different hearts because I wanted to like have like a variety of hearts. This is Soulmate. So Soulmate at 1 dip is just like this really nice pinky nude. I was thinking it could work potentially for like a French nail. And then here it is at 2 dips. Well, 2.5 technically. So you can see the difference. It's good coverage at 1, and then it deepens up after the 2.5 dips. So super gorgeous. We're going to be doing the solid and the matching, or what I feel like is the matching glitter. I think it's very cute together. And I kind of want to do like an all-in-one, so I'm just probably going to do a set that's just all Aim for the Heart. It's so fun, and I just want to like play with the glitters. Hi Tara, how are you? This is the Love at First Sight trio from Lift Your Spirit Dips. We're going to do some reverse chroming, some glitters, have some fun. I'm hanging in. Kieran's a little spicy. We're going to try to do some tests and see if maybe he's got like a urine infection or an ear infection. We had a major swap in our insurance, so we have been trying to get all of the referrals and things swapped to the new company. It's going very slow. You'd think these people had never done it before. So he's behind on his immunological therapy. There we go. He's immunocompromised, like most of my friends know. He doesn't make IgG, and that's the big one for like having like vaccine responses and building up like herd immunity. And so since he doesn't make his own, he doesn't get that protection. And so when you donate blood and plasma, they're able to take the IgG from the plasma and make a like an infusion of it from all the donations, and then that basically gives him herd immunity, and we do it every 14 days. Well, that's the one that's way, way, way behind. And so he hasn't had it for over a month. And his eczema is out of control. And I was like, does this have anything to do with that? I wonder if it does. So, and I'm like, I bet it does. So I Googled it, and it was like, yeah, doctors are like not 100% sure, but there has been some like correlation between like low IgG and worsening, or at least pretty like serious atopic dermatitis or eczema. And yeah, he has it the worst he's ever had it. And he's been on the infusion since he was 3. And like his whole arm, and he doesn't scratch. Like he's not, he only recently discovered, I think, what itching is. Because that's how I kind of caught on that his eczema was getting worse, as he started rubbing it. And it was fiery red and scaly the entire length of his arm, where it's only ever been like patches. It looked like he had a sunburn. I was like, what the heck? And he was really miserable, so we put some ointment on it, and we gave him some Benadryl just to see if anything would help. And it's not virulently red today, so that's good. But he's still pretty grumpy. So I don't know, something else is going on. Yeah, I was shocked, Tara. Like it made sense to me, and that's why I said it out loud. And the nurse looked at me, and he was like, "Yeah, I could see that." And so I Googled it, and I was like, "Hey, I should be a doctor." I'm over here making diagnoses. So yeah, so I've got to email his immunologist and be like, "Yo, I need your help. We've got to get on top of this. We've got like a superbug going around and smallpox, and those are all things that he doesn't have vaccinations for, because we were stopped because they would like fight with the infusion, and since those immunological bodies would be in the Hizentra, it made no sense. But if he's not getting his Hizentra, yes, that's what I have. Yeah, so we mixed that into Aquaphor, and we put that on his arm and like rubbed it in. Like we did like a mixture of his eczema lotion, Aquaphor, and then the cortisone 10, and like massaged it in and covered it up. And so tonight we're gonna do a bleach bath. Sometimes that helps with getting it a little bit more under control. So it'll be a bleach bath tonight, and then we'll do we always do a wet application for his eczema. So while he's still wet from his bath, he gets his first layer of lotion to lock it in. So it's just like with our cuticles. When you get out, your body rapidly dehydrates as it dries. So you want to lock in the moisture. So that's why we do cuticle oil before we shower, and we do cuticle oil after we shower. You got to keep all that good stuff in there. Okay, so I just finished. I just kind of cleaned up the tips, removed little excess bits from the sheet I took them off of. All right, got my dip boats. Y'all know liquid layers is my jam. So I've got my dip boats. Again, we're working with Soulmate and Cupid today. Don't mix it. So that's kind of what we do generally with like all of his topical stuff, is we make little like concoctions, because the Aquaphor like helps seal it in. Okay, we'll try it without mixing it. Maybe I'll just put the Aquaphor on top, like do the cortisone 10 and then do the Aquaphor to seal it. I try to make it easy for my husband, so that's usually why we just put it all on at once. Maybe I'll just have to have him come snag me as soon as he pulls him out of the bath, because Tom does the baths for me. Since Kieran is such a big guy now. Guys, he's 72 pounds. He's so big, and he's 11 this month. Oh, I don't think I got to tell you guys. Kieran got to go to a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe I did. And he had the most amazing time. You need 3 colors for a bracelet. 3 colors. Go purple, black, and periwinkle. That help? I'm not sure what you're asking, but maybe that helped. I don't know. You tell me. All right. We got our colors. Soulmate. Cupid. Let's see. What am I feeling? I think I'm going to do... You're welcome. We're going to do Cupid, Soulmate, Soulmate, Cupid, Cupid. And then we'll do the reverse chrome on these 2 nails. Yes, Laura, it was so cool. They have this giant die that's connected to like a type of Monopoly game, and he's able to spin the die on his own. And they have a giant screen that you can play. It's like their version of Fruit Ninja. And Kieran like immediately, because he knows touchscreens, right? So he immediately knew like how to do it. And he started chopping the fruit. So I was able to play with him. Him and Mommy got to play a video game together. It was so awesome. And then Mommy loves skee ball. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about the skee ball. So for my first layer, I'm just going to do pour over just to get down those base glitters and the shards. Yeah, it was really awesome, Laura. So I kind of felt like a jerk because like I hadn't realized Kieran was sort of capable of that. But I try to just wipe that, you know, smooth that away and be like, you know what? I can only do what I can do, and I only know what I know. So I'm trying to be a little gentler on myself this year. So now we're just going to take advantage of it. And it's cool because like as the birthday boy for like the birthday package, they have a thing where you can like at a certain tier you get like a month of free gaming for the birthday boy. You know, you just go and you buy your own pizzas or whatever. So that'll be fun. It means we can do like Friday night pizzas or Saturday night pizza, and then he can play. So that'll be really fun. All of his cousins are coming. It'll be be really cool. He'll have a really good time. Really, really good time. So will Mommy. Probably gonna do a Costco cake. I think that's what we usually do. It's Dad's birthday too, so I'm gonna try to figure out where I can get him like a little cupcake or something. Dad's birthday this month. Kieran's birthday this month. I gotta figure everybody out. And Valentine's Day. Luckily, I already have the Valentine's Day card spot for the peoples and for the class. And I got like little bubble sticks and scented Play-Doh for the kids for their Valentine's Day presents from Kieran. Should be good. I'm excited. I always love sending the little presents to school. I know how happy it makes the kids. For the holidays, I sent wooden ornaments and I sent photo ornaments so that they could make little crafts for the parents. It was really cute. And I always send cookie decorating kits, but things didn't quite come together for that this year. But we did it for Halloween, so that was a new one. Was doing it for Halloween. The kids had a lot of fun with it. So at least I got one holiday. Then I gotta print out the invitations for Kieran so he can invite his classmates. They sent it there. It's awesome. They'll send it home in the backpacks, and the friends can be invited. And they'll even invite his little bestie from last year. They're gonna invite her by giving the invitation to her teacher, and she'll put it in her backpack. So that'd be cool. I'm excited. Kieran has so much fun hanging out with people. If I could afford it, I'd be like, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese with our friends every weekend. It's so hard to get any kind of play groups together out here. All right. So I did that as a pour over for the first layer, and then I did flat lay for the second layer after tapping the tray and sort of settling the glitters into an attractive layout. And then I'm just gonna press down the ones I want to keep, and we'll just brush away the ones I don't want to keep. It's a good way to get a thin nail, because sometimes glitters can get a little chonk chonk. So, if it's not quite dense enough to do one layer, the pour over and then the one flat layer should make a pretty little setup. Ugh. I'm on new medication for my ADHD, and it keeps giving me dry mouth. Ugh. So how come nobody told me about gummy nerds? They're such a problem. I'm having to limit how often I can buy them. They just hit that super specific sweet tart place that just is it's where my soul lives. So it's been a big problem. Like, I don't think I gained any weight from baked goods this holiday. I think it was all gummy nerds. But I am back on schedule. I'm down 5 pounds. Yay! Gotta be healthy for my boy. He's not getting any smaller. Whew. So what's everybody's New Year's resolutions? What do we got? Mine is to just do more nail art. Even if it only makes it like to my subscribers, or it only makes it out to like my stories, I'm just gonna show what I'm working on, just because, you know, not everything's gonna make it into a full manicure, but I do work on a lot of fun concepts, and then nobody but my husband gets to see it. So that's sort of my resolution, is just show more of what I'm doing, instead of worrying about it being like perfect. So I would totally do Soulmate under this, and I was kind of thinking about it, but I also kind of really wanted to show off what the glitter looked like. But I would totally do Soulmate under this, and it would be gorgeous. All right. So we're just gonna scoochy, scoochy, scoochy. Now we're gonna do our solid. So it's like, I don't know. This is like, the foil in Cupid is gold, but then the glitters are kind of a peachy. So that sort of gives me like a rose gold vibe. What do you guys think? I'm debating between doing rose gold chrome and gold chrome. So that's where this question is going. What do you guys think? Here's the glitter again. We're using our Lift Your Spirit Dips liquids. Yeah, I think that's that's kind of the vibe, is like, I want the freedom to create, and then I can just show that versus having to show like something finished. So it's kind of the same vibe. Because yeah, I love nails. I love nail art. I love creating and figuring out different things and like different ways to express myself via nail art. Yeah, and I don't want to have to do a whole manicure or post it everywhere. Which one of my girlfriends is gonna buy me some coffee, and I get to do her nails. So that'll be fun. That'll be able to like do mostly for fun. Mostly for fun. We'll do nails for coffee. Or an evening of cocktails. She can also take me out. She works at a bar. She can buy me some cocktails. Yeah. I got a little generous. Little overly generous with the dip base. Wipe off the excess. And we're just gonna redip here. There we go. Gotta make sure to wipe off your base brush, or it can get crazy. Okay. It's a little better. She's gonna need some filing. Yeah, that makes sense, Tara. Totally makes sense. I've been having so much fun with those tank nails. They're a blast. I made a short coffin set, or I did one nail. I need to make the set. See, this is where the problem is. I did the one nail. It came out really cute, but I haven't really just had time to just sit down and do a whole matching set to go with it. So nobody's seen it except for like my house and my nurse. Been playing around with the cat eye hearts and doing fun things. I think I may have shared that with you guys, but nobody else has seen it. I did kind of like a sunburst cat eye heart. It was fun. It was fun. It looked cool. Problem is, if I'm just gonna do the one nail, I need to record it. Because then at least I get like a tutorial out of it, right? Oh, all right. So, we're here. I'm probably gonna do one more light dip on the pinky and the ring finger of the glitter. Just because I want some more. I want some more coverage. Well, doesn't have to be nail to nail. Or edge to edge, free edge, whatever. Side to side. I'm over here trying to talk. All right. Yes. Just wanted to a little more coverage. A few more pieces of glitter. Has anybody been reading anything good? I have been tearing up my Kindle Unlimiteds. Whew. All my so basically the reason I haven't been doing as many nails is because I've been having like really bad fibro flares, and that generally leaves my hands like unable to be used, even to hold my phone. So I use assistive reader to read me my books from my phone Kindle app. So yeah, I think in the last half of the year, I read like 100 books, because that's all I could do was like lay on the couch under my heating blanket with my heating pad over my hands. So I have been decimating my to be read list. That's where I found out Elizabeth Briggs passed away. She was one of my oldie but goodie authors that I liked. So that was a bummer. Oh, A Claim of Fortune. Yeah, Laura, have you picked up a heating blanket as well as that heating pad? That's what I've had to be using. I keep the heating pad on every evening, and then if I'm really, really bad with the flare, I've been having to go to using a heating blanket as well, and like wrapping it around myself. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you're getting it too. I'm so sorry, hon. So yeah, then also I've got some links for some things I'm looking at. They're like heated scarves and like heated jackets and stuff that have like rechargeable heating elements in them. So you just like charge it via USB, and then you like put the pack in, and it like keeps you warm. Like outdoors, I don't have that problem, but indoors, I need to be warm. 380, Tara. Wow, but you were having a rough time too. Yeah, I made it to 235 total red last year. That's what I got to my total. The beginning of the year was kind of slow. For me, that's like back in high school. Those were like the amount of books I would read. So kind of crazy for me to be getting that many books in again. It's hard because I want to be helping Tom more. But basically, I'm just a lump on the couch listening to books, and then when Kieran needs his mommy, Tom throws him on the couch with me, and we cuddle, and I read him books, or we just cuddle, and he beats me up or plays with my flannels. So, doing what we can, because I'm still handling like all of Kieran's therapies and school drop-offs and pickups. So that's the other reason that I'm kind of falling apart in the evenings. I'm like, whew, good job, Laura. But you are much more active than me. You are doing all the things. So don't feel bad. And are you doing any audiobooks? I bet you if you did them like as audiobooks, you'd also make a lot more progress. But that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm putting the assistive reader on my Kindle app, so it's basically like having an audiobook. And apparently on Book Talk, some people are like, that doesn't count as reading. It's like, yeah, it does. It's like, okay, ableist. Like, what's the problem? How are you out here dictating what counts as reading? People are so strange. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I was like, this is even an argument on Book Talk? Like, what is happening? Like, don't we have other things to worry about, guys? So I'm going to try to lightly buff the lumpy one before we clear coat it and activate it. Because I'm going to try to take advantage of the dip being softer, so we can just sort of softly remove the excess, hopefully. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But then, like, I used to have an Audible account, and, like, I never really used it. So I had built up a lot of credits before I finally remembered to cancel it. So now I've discovered the beauty of those books that are, like, dual POV. And when they have, like, a male narrator. Huh. That's all I gotta say. Huh. It makes me a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, but it's also kind of cool. And then there's ones that they do like full on like the old time radio shows. Do you guys remember those, or hearing your grandparents talk about it, where they'd have like that's how War of the Worlds happened, right? So on the Dresden Files, for the first couple books, they have that. They have like a full cast reading and like sound effects and stuff for like the whole thing. I'm like, oh, I love the Dresden Files, but I like when the authors slowed down on writing sequels, I slowed down, and I just haven't really gone back to like catch back up. I like to wait till I've got a few books, a few more books to go. So I think I'm going to listen to them via audio. But it's really cool that they've got this like full-on production. So yeah, I'm excited. Now what sucks is if you get a narrator whose voice doesn't match what you imagine a character would sound like, sometimes that sucks. But I haven't ever had it be so bad that like I'm like, ooh, except for one book. And I felt so bad, but I had to write a review. It was so bad. It was the female narrator. And she, whatever voice she decided the character had, it was high-pitched, nasally, and like totally whiny sounding. I had literally had to like turn her off and just like read her chapters. I couldn't listen to her narrate it. It was so bad. I put up with it for half the book and I just couldn't do it. So I wrote a review. I'm like, I'm really sorry. This has never happened before. But whatever artistic vision the narrator had, I don't think it worked. Not liking the coverage on this. So I'm going to buff this down just a little bit more. We're going to do one more dip of it just to smooth it all out. Happens sometimes. All right. So she's just up in my face, filing. All right. All right, just going to brush her off. I'm going to do a very thin layer of base. That was not a thin layer of base. This brush is like loading itself up. And since I've had several books that were favorites and authors have passed away before finishing them, the worst one being Wheel of Time, I don't read series anymore that aren't finished. So I will put it on my to be read list and I'll just keep checking until like the final book is out. Ew, yeah, Laura, I could not do that. Yeah, so luckily most of them have not been too bad. But I do have to listen to them at 1.2 speed or I get distracted. So, it's my ADHD brain. Yeah, that's my little tip, my little trick, but no, it wouldn't fix that. The weird pauses, yeah, just like, did you Do you have the author give any notes on your performance? Do they know what you did to their book? Yeah. One or two narrators I had to squeak up to 1.3, but I don't go any faster than that because I'm still here to enjoy the book. I just need to be able to focus and pay attention. There we go. All right. Oh, better. It's funny because like there's so many different like t-shirts and stuff on like Shein and Temu that I never understood. Like they'd have phrases on them and I'd be like, I don't get it. Like, what's that? And then it turns out that it's from Spicy Book Talk. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know. So funny. Because before I read ACOTAR, I didn't know like what all the stars that listen, whatever the different phrases are. I didn't know what those were until I read the books, and I was like, oh, no, that makes sense. But it took me a long time. I didn't read ACOTAR until I think right before the final book came out. So I went a few years where I wasn't reading very often. I was kind of just sticking to the books that I had already started in like my sci-fi or paranormal, and then just stayed there. But now, me being out of commission so much, and I literally like hit the end of YouTube. Like all the creators I follow, some new creators, I literally felt like I hit the end of YouTube when I had to like find something else. So yeah, that's where the assisted reader books came from. It's been really hard. I've never been so out of commission. But we're on new meds, and they've got me taking them twice a day right now, so hopefully that'll fix itself. All right. I love this glitter. It's so pretty. It's so hard. Did you like it, Laura? Like how is the camera like not deciding to refocus? I don't understand. I don't get it. Makes me very grumpy. I want to be able to show you guys how pretty this is. But yeah, the camera does not want to refocus. So keep your eye out for photos of up close. That way you guys can get the proper idea of how beautiful these are. Okay, so we're just going to be filing, debulking. I mean, they're not very bulky. We're just going to be smoothing it out basically. And then we're going to do the reverse chrome. Like I said, while I understand that these are gold, I feel like the overall vibe is more rose gold. You guys see what I mean? What do you guys think? Or is it more copper? Gold, like old gold, copper, newer gold. I'm not sure what color that is. That might be the closest. Yeah, this kind of feels like it might be the closest. Yeah. Yeah. I think that works. I think that works. All right. So we're going to buff these, get them all nice and smooth, get them top coated. Pay attention to the sidewalls when you're doing your press-ons even. It's where I find they get the most chunky when I'm doing them. Thanks, Laura. Glad I'm not crazy. Ugh, shoulders are all messed up. Yeah, I have to get all my referrals done for my physical therapy again, too. Everything is broken thanks to the insurance change. It's like just when everything was like in line and I had all my appointments. The new insurance is like, why do you need this? Like, do you really need this? I'm like, yes, yes I do. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're still here. How are you? There's my file. File. I probably won't do Chuck E. Cheese nails for Kieran's birthday, but I'll do something fun. He enjoyed the winter sets, the Christmas sets this year, with all their sparkliness. Not that I got enough of those done this year either. I had so many plans. Ugh. We are looking at getting Kieran a new wheelchair though. Since we have the new insurance, that means we're not trapped to the only getting a wheelchair every 5 years. So that is one plan, because the wheelchair he has right now is way too heavy for daily use. It's part of the reason I think my body's hurting so bad, is that I either have to keep it all together and just throw it in the van, or if I take it apart, then I have to wrestle it for 10 or 15 minutes at pickup and drop off to put it back together. And both devastate some part of my body. Putting it back together gets my hands, and picking it up and putting it in the car whole gets my back and my shoulders. And bruises. I get bruises all the time because the chair falls down on me. Or I have to use like some part of my body to like push it up into the back of the van. And yes, we are trying to get quotes to get it modified, but I don't really want Kieran riding around in his wheelchair. I just want to be able to put the wheelchair in the back, because we have a special seat for him that's like specially supportive. He's still in a car seat, because they make special car seats for kiddos with like cerebral palsy. It's much better for them. So if they have an accident, they're not as likely to get whiplash or have like, you know, an internal decapitation, etc. Because it's much, much more supportive. It basically takes that super safe support that a baby has, and it just keeps it going. So, trying to keep him in that as long as humanly possible. Pretty. Just love the metallic with the flash of the peach and the blue iridescent glitters. Does anybody have a pink berry near them? And if you do, have you tried the Dubai pinkberry sundae type thing that they have? I gotta try that. It was really good. I almost want to go get another one. It's so bad for me though. But it's like a chocolate hazelnut yogurt with pistachio sauce, the kulfi, crunchy, diced up phyllo sheets, and then fresh strawberries. It's so good. So delicious. It's next to this hot dog place we have out here that's new. It's called Doghouse. And they have my favorite beer up on Nitro Tap. Very light. It's called California Creaming. It's like almost like a cream soda tasting beer. Not sweet. It just gives that creamy vibe. Kind of like chocolate stouts do. So yeah, super delicious. So even if I'm not there for the hot dogs, I'll get like tater tots or something, and then I'll have one of the beers with my husband. And pink berries right next door. I'm just glad it's not crumble. I'm just glad it's not crumble. All right. We're going to reactivate everything. I activate glitters so often just because I like seeing them shine. These guys are ready for base and top coat. These guys are ready for base and top coat. I think the base will smooth it out. Final. Okay. Wipe. Get the extra activator off. Base. And this will show me if I have any like unsolvable lump and bumps from a dip perspective, and then I'll be able to file them down after I apply top coat. Never be afraid to refile and rebuff a nail after you have top coated. If it needs it, it needs it. No big deal. In the lamp. I haven't cracked into them yet. I consider that to be significant restraint that I waited an hour. Good for me. Good for me. I did it. Tap out a few. They're just too good. Close them up. Put it out of reach. All right. Top coat it. They're really good. Mm. It's like a strawberry gummy bear rolled around in nerds. I don't like the gusher type ones. Those are gross. They call those the squishy ones. Not a fan. Right. Just swiping the sides. Boop. Finish cooking. I have this new gel called water droplet gel. It's basically just like a lower viscosity, which makes it thicker, I think, right? That's how that works. So we're going to try to make like bubbly hearts with it. Not huge, just a little lifted. Thought that would be fun over the chrome. Now, you could totally do this by doing Russian matte top coat, making the little bubble hearts, probably with black. You'd like mix the water droplet gel with black, and then painting them, and then you could isolate chrome. But I like how the reverse chrome looks too, and I kind of like the idea of the heart on top being like see-through, so that's the difference. All right, these are not very smooth, so we're gonna fix that real quick. I might have, my top coat might be contaminated with dust, which if that's the case, that sucks. But it can happen. Nail dust gets everywhere, even if you think it's totally cleaned off a nail, you might not be. And I've also been reorganizing all my nail stuff. So that's been going really good. And things are getting to a place. I've done with that with all my stamping supplies. So stamping should be more of a thing this year. So hopefully it all comes together. It all comes together. Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna go grab my other top coat. That's gel days. Where's the gel top coat? Where's my extra gel top coat? Ow, ow. Oh. That's not gel top coat. That's not gel top coat. Where'd all my gel top coats go? Ow. Very, very stiff. Very, very stiff. It's not a gel top coat. Oof. Ow. My new gel top coat is out in the other room, so I don't want to go get that. Just want, aha. I'll use this one. All right. This is the one I was using for my New Year's Eve nails, so it shouldn't be dusty. Should be fine. It's a little bit juicy. Should give us a nice little base to work from. Self-leveling. Okay. All right. Into the lamp we go. We cooking, we cooking. Just changing my gloves. Ow. My cat eye I've been rocking. All right. Okay. You can use a smooth glove, you can use silicone, you can use like a little square makeup puff. I've been kind of liking the square makeup puffs for chrome. I think it lets me clean it up pretty well too. See how it goes. Pretty. Little small though. So if you have big makeup puffs, like not puffs, sponges, they work really well too. So to do the reverse, you apply your chrome all the way over the nail where you think you're gonna put your design. Ugh, no, I scratched it. I scratched it with my nail. There we go. Just trying to be careful. Okay. You can take clean and kind of, because you want it to be as shiny as it's going to be because the top coat's going over it. So you want to get a really, really shiny surface. Okay. dot here. And then we're going to get the water droplet gel and a palette for me to put it down on. Got this paper, like a waterproof, liquid-proof paper. Not plastic by any means, but it's good for mixing your paints. Like I said, it's very low viscosity. Then I'm going to take a couple of dotting tools and my paintbrush. Okay. All right. Okay. Hopefully I don't mess this up too much because I'm going to try to cure it design by design. But the best result is going to be that I don't mess up. All right. In the lamp. Okay. And I'm going to try to do an open heart. Kind of just wanted to do a variety of heart shapes. Okay. Hi Nora, how are you? We finished up most of our mani. We're just doing the art now. Do, 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 do. So I wiped this down with alcohol. Make sure we get a nice chrome application again. Then I use the clean side. That's okay, Nora. Thank you for coming at all. If you have any questions, I have swatches if you want to see them. Just let me know. Just a little. There we go. So pretty. So we start with that. Very smooth, very clean. And then pull this out. Okay. So I'm just curing it design by design. I'm not very good. Stars and hearts apparently are my struggle points for freehanding. Dope. Little wonky, but kind of cute still. I hope. Okay. Okay. Painting a little half heart here. Trying to correct it a little bit. A little more bubbly than I was looking for, but doing what I can. Okay, pop her in the lamp. Okay. Now we're gonna do some more dots again, dot hearts, little ones. Okay. Try to connect it. All right. So tiny. Okay. So we're just carrying these heart by heart. Just like you said, very high viscosity, no wipe gel. Okay. Okay. Come in. A little bubbly. Tiny, 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 tiny. Okay. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's hard, Nora. Hearts are hard. That's another thing I have. It's just more hand painting, which means I need to do like more practicing. Doot. Doot. La, la, la. Okay. Can I do a tiny little open heart? I don't know. We're gonna try. All right. Hopefully that doesn't look bad. I may have overdone it. I know, right, Nora? I think I like the bubbly hearts most. Let's see. Should have done that one at a different angle. Maybe I fill this one. That one might need to look better filled. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. messed up. Grr. Yeah, I don't love it. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. I like how more empty this one is. I think I just have the too much gene. I always just do slightly too much. All right. I just wanted to put like a little bottom of a heart up here, maybe. A little bottom. Okay. All right, I think that worked. Do 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 do. All right. Ah. Okay. Let's see how bad the busy one came out. So in theory, you just have to wipe it down with alcohol and it will remove all the chrome in between. If it doesn't work, you can use, what's that product? Acetone. Acetone will also work. Not as bad as I was worried about. What do you guys think? I mean, it could definitely be fewer hearts. I don't know. Like, that one? That one? I don't know. I don't know which heart I would even remove. I don't even know which heart I'd remove. All right. Let's see. I think this one's ready too. Okay, let's go, let's go. And then if you want them to be a little more bubblier, you can add more. So yeah, I like this one better. Just too many hearts. But I like them all. So we're gonna top coat our glitters and we'll be all done. So I'm just giving them a final go over. Wipe her off. Okay. So we're just finishing this. Make sure. I might taper them a little bit more. Okay. Make sure we have a nice shape. Good. There we go. There we go. All right. Just scrubbing off any extra alcohol and dust. Shiny, shiny. So much sparkle. So much sparkle. There we go. All right. All right. Everything's in the lamp. There's the base gel. Then a little top coat. Like, if I just cover that heart, still too much. Maybe it just needs to be bubblier. Maybe I just need to make it bubblier. Squishy, squishy. See if I like that heart better. Okay. Oh. Oop. Should have just used the dotting tool. Would have gotten a better heart shape, I feel like. It's cute though. Gel top coat. Gel top coat. All right, Laura, thank you. We're basically done, just top coating. So pretty. Put these guys in the lamp. Not perfect, but I like it. Just not good enough at doing the same kind of heart. Not bad though. All right. So these were the colors that we did today. Cupid and Soulmate. All right, let's twist them. All right. What do we think? There we are. I love the reverse chrome. I need to practice my hearts, but yeah, but I think it still came out pretty cute. I need to figure out plotting, like plotting design, and like be a little bit better with space, but not terrible. Okay. So this is released today. This is the Love at First Sight trio from Lift Your Spirit Dips. You can save with Diamond 10 or BDazzled 10. I hope everybody had fun and enjoyed learning that technique if you didn't already know about reverse chroming. And if you did, well, thanks for hanging out. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I will see you all later. Thank you. My finger got stuck. All right. Can I zoom in a little bit? Yeah, it does still. There we go. That's as close as I can get before it gets blurry. Thank you, Kim. There we go. I hope everybody has a good night, good weekend. Bye.